everybody, and welcome to round number 17 of 20 here in Season 5 of the Sunoco Elite Series. We are here at Autodrome de Paris, another schedule swap. Here, late season, a few tracks just did not pass regulation. But we are here back at Autodrome de Paris, our backup, reliable backup, and we're back here at Autodrome de Paris for what is our 5th season now that they're making a return after almost not making it, but because of Brands Hatch just not cutting it. Paris is back on the schedule. 60 laps around this very familiar speedway here in Paris, France. Only one hometown here today, that is the Frenchman, Benoit Lervine. So, on pole position today, you got William Karlsson Jr., the Swede driver. It's been a long time since we've seen Karlsson on pole. Actually, it might be the first time we've ever seen Karlsson on pole. And it's here at France with only a few rounds left to go. This season's been alright. Monarch's been struggling a little bit this season, but a pole position here today, a good way to turn that around. Alongside Gerard Arndt, still searching for that first career win. Has not gotten. We're approaching the 5th season mark, and he still hasn't gotten it. We'll see if he can get it today. He starts on the front row. On row 2, you got your 4th in points, Paul Jackson, who has been on a tear lately. When it comes to just the momentum of his races, his finishes, he's had great finishes in the International Tour, and he's hoping to put together another one. He starts 3rd. Alongside Stephen Thompson, your practice winner, who was blazing fast in practice, proved to a lot of people that he knows how to get it done, and he might get it done here today. But with this ride in danger, he's really got to prove himself. On row 3, you got your 2nd in points, Scott Roush, which is about, if I'm correct, it's 55 points down from John Arndt. Roush really looking to get a good result today to try to catch up to John Arndt. Starting in 5th is the way to do it. Alongside Jack Halleck, 2-time winner this season, trying to be the first 3-time winner this season. Going to Monarch next season, so it's his last season with Maverick. On row 4, you got Cordell Paulson, the reigning champion, who's still in the title fight. A lot of people are still in the title fight, but Cordell Paulson, he really has to kick his pace up if he wants to get near this championship, try to go for 2, and I'm not sure if he will. He may just be a little too far back. Alongside Max Anderson, who now has 8 wins to his name, looking for number 9 to tie it up with William Brock. He's just got to get a good result today to keep his momentum going. He could be a threat for the championship if he's able to keep the momentum he's had. And on row 5, you got Aiden Shepard, who's done great in the last few races now that he's recovered from his injury. He's had a great result back in, if I'm correct, Motegi, and now he's here at Autodrome de Paris. He's won here in the past. We'll see if he can do it again. Alongside Alexander Rowe. Rowe has had a decent season overall. I believe he's top 10 in points. Trying to close in on your front 5. The front 5 seem to be ruling this championship right now, and everyone else is just trying to catch up. Look back through the field. We look for your points leader, who is very far back. I believe he is like 27th or 25th. He has a long ways to go if he wants to reach the front. And he's just got to put in good lap times and get past as many people as possible. But he's alongside Dak Jovic, one of his championship rivals, and ahead of Hans Windhelm. So he still has some championship rivals behind him, but he has 2 way ahead. Bobby Jones has become the first person and the only person out of contention for this championship. He was knocked out after Cardiala. Bobby Jones, even though a lot of people aren't realistically in the championship, he is officially on, with statistics and calculations, he is out of the championship. He will not win the title this year, and there's a few people in danger of being knocked out, including 2 of the rookies, if I'm correct. Maybe 3. I think it might be 3 of the 4 rookies. The only one not in threat of being knocked out is Dan Bartlett, who seems to be in position to win this Rookie of the Year championship and go on with Trailblazer next season to possibly do some great things. But we're about to get the command here in Paris.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there we are. Command has been given. William Karlsson Jr. going to boot up his car. He has 1 win to his name, coming back in the very start of Season 4, when he won the season opener at Pensacola. He has not won since. We have a lot of people here desperate for some wins, actually. Carlson, Arndt, Jackson looking for his first win since Season 3. Thompson looking for his second win of the season and trying to get up the points. He's just dropped off so much since his win, but he's trying to get it done now. Roush has, if I'm correct, he has 1 win this season. Trying to go for 2. Trying to catch up to Arndt. Halleck, the first one in this pack, who's really not worried about wins right now. 2 wins to his name this season. One of 2 people, if I'm correct, to get 2 wins. I think. I'm not sure. But Halleck has 2 wins this season. He's not too concerned about wins. He's just concerned about results. A win would be nice, though. We're coming out of the last corner. It'll be 60 laps around Autodrome to Paris. 5 races to go in the championship. And it's led by this man. William Carlson Jr. will lead it down to the green flag here in Autodrome de Paris, in Paris, France. Green flag is in the air. It's an even start by both lines, except for the 4th row, where Paulson, a terrible start. But it's the top 3 on the inside who get a great jump. And it's Carlson leading over Jackson. Roush, Halleck. Halleck got low from 6th. Good job getting low. Same with Thompson from 4th. He got low. Arndt still has not found his way low. He talked about this before the race. He was worried about falling down from the start due to his line. And it's proving here, Arndt losing spots. Not good for the driver of the 91. Not a good way to start. But he can climb up. It's not hard to make a pass around here, and it's not too difficult to catch up. But it's Carlson leading out front here in Paris on lap 3 over Paul Jackson. Your 4th in points. I believe he's about 80 points down, somewhere in that region. Jackson is doing the thing he's done every season. Has a terrible start to the season, but when it comes down to hammer time at the end of the season, he proves his worth. And oh my god, this guy is so talented. 2nd place right now, trying to get up to Arndt in points. Where did Arndt get on the start? Did he start well? Wow! 14th on the start. That's incredible. He is on a roll, and he does not want to let his championship rivals get away. He is not far. And I think everyone around here knows that he's not far. Arndt won here last season, if I'm correct. Yeah, where he got his double. So Arndt knows how to race around here. He raced Alexander Rowe for it, but Rowe had to pit on the last lap last time we were here. Devastating loss for Rowe last season here, which may have cost him the championship in retrospect. In hindsight, I think when he pit on going to the last lap here last season, that was probably what ruined his championship. So he's got some bad memories here. That's for sure. Carlson has nice pace right now. He's got your fastest lap. Looked like Roush was going to make a move, but even though it's not too hard to make a pass, if you go too low, that doesn't work. It's common knowledge around here that going too low, especially in 3 and 4, just doesn't work. You're going to lose the pace. Here, I believe in turn 1 and 2, it's not too big of an issue, but 3 and 4, you don't want to be too far low. You actually want to try to make the person on the outside go up the track so you can have the middle. This line right here is the preferred line, right above that little line here on the inside. But it's Carlson by 1.2 seconds over Jackson. Now it's Paulson, Thompson. Then it's Roush and Monaco. Ryan Monaco's been on a roll lately as well. We're looking for 66. There he is. William Duncan, the person who has earned the most points since the International Tour began, over Paul Jackson. Duncan has earned a lot of points in the International Tour and has been climbing the order. But hasn't actually been too many more points than Arndt. I believe it's like 65 more points than Arndt in the International Tour. Or no, it's a little more than that, but Arndt already almost to the top 10. Roush knows! Roush has got to know he's there by now. He's had to have been told by his spotter or his crew chief that 05 is closing in, and he's closing in quick. Roush, oh, he's got to be anxious now. He's got to be hoping that Halleck does something. Maverick chasing Scott Ganassi with Clever Haas in tow. And there's the move on Roush. Arndt successfully threw Scott Roush, but he's got one more. Who's a little bit further up. And by a little bit, I mean pretty far. Jackson's got a good 3.5 seconds on Arndt right now, and Arndt's been pushed wide. Now Duncan making some moves through the order. And again, that's expected of the guy who has earned the most points on the International Tour of any driver. Up into 9th now, challenging for 8th. Arndt up to 8th through all that little bit of chaos that ensued throughout the pack. Jones can't win the championship, but he's still going to fight for some spots. Your last in points. Not a good season for him. Bingai started 12th, down in 20th now. Dropped some since the start. Fitzwater started near the tail end of the field. He's already up into 22nd. Fitzwater, Australia, has been on a roll for the last few races. And Fitzwater, even though he started near the tail end of the field, that doesn't mean he's done. Almost in the top 20 now. Oh, Jackson. Passed up by Monaco. Jackson has lost his pace. Got to get a second wind or this man's going to catch him. Arndt has had a magnificent season and he's predicted to be the champion. He was your fan favorite at the start of the season to win the title, and he proves why. But we've never had a fan favorite win a title. Never, not once, if I'm correct. Or no, Fitzwater in season 2 was a fan favorite, if I'm correct. It was Fitzwater and Brock tied for fan favorite in season 2. Fitzwater went on to win the title. He was the last person as fan favorite to win a title, and now Arndt on pace to try to do that this season. Let me just point out, even though we're only a third of the way through the race, shout outs to Jimmy Perez. A great run so far. A 6th place right now. Still got a while to go though. Jackson off pace. It looks like, yeah. Carlson, not the fastest car on track though. And Jackson's still faster than Arndt at this stage in the race, so it's not as bad as it looks for him. He's going to be losing time to the top 4, but at least he's not losing time to the 05. And now Caldwell trying to challenge him. Not the place to do that. You can't really pass mid-corner in 3 and 4. You either have to pass at the beginning, try to get the nose under right before the corner, or in turns 1 and 2 where you can make a pass. Caldwell runs it wide in turn 1 and 2. A little too much on the gas. And Arndt, his teammate, gonna go right down the inside. And he's taken 2 spots in this lap alone. How's a 59? Oh, Fitzwater started so well. And Roush is just bombing. And it's not a good day for Full Fronter, who's fighting for rank A right now. Shock Allison, however, sits in 3rd. Where's Jovic? 21st. And then we're looking for Skylar Johnson. 35th. Curtis started in the top 20. Now dead last. Ooh, there's a pit stop, and that's earlier than expected. Dangerously early for a 2-stop. We may see a deja vu from last year. Uh-oh, we may see deja vu from last year where someone has to pit before the end and others don't. But no, everyone's in, including your leader, William Carlson Jr. Whoa! Hits the pit wall. Carlson, not what he wants. That's damage. Good thing he didn't hit smack on the pit wall. That would be bad. But your leader, no one else seems to be hitting that pit wall. Carlson made a mistake. That might cost him. Here's your leader. Watching the pace car in case anything happens as well. We're looking for the driver. How much damage? There it is. Honestly expected. And Arndt gains a ton of time on his championship rival. Oh no. Carlson, your leader hits the pit wall and is forced to move down the order. Duncan gets through him. Good job out of Duncan. And your leader through all this, it's Thompson, your practice winner. Then it's Ryan Monaco, who's still searching for his first career win. He's in the top 10 of most points earned in the International Tour as well. Paulson is third. Jackson is fourth. Arndt is fifth. Duncan is sixth. Carlson is seventh. Perez is eighth. Halleck is ninth. Is Shepard going to be? No, Shepard's not going to be Caldwell. Caldwell is 10th. That's your top 10 right now. Who lost time and who gained time? Doesn't really look like anyone gained or lost a lot of time. It just seems that the only person who really did was driver of the 28. Arndt! Oh, Jackson does not want to see that. 05 is through him. Arndt, of all the championship rivals, is at the front, and that's your points leader. But Duncan, your second fastest driver of the race, now it's his turn. But no, Jackson maybe going to look down the inside. Not going to give up. Oh, but a little too low in the corner. No, this is not good for the championship right now for them. But right now, Ryan Monaco closing in on the 26. Ryan Monaco got a win taken away. He was disqualified from the win earlier this season at, where was it? Pikes Peak. Because of an incident with Fitzwater earlier that race. Now he's trying to avenge himself, trying to get a win here in Paris. Arndt dug his way from mid-20s, already trying to chase after a podium after Paulson. That pit stop did not go in Jackson's favor, but now Jackson down the inside, a much more confident move, it looks like. Pushes him wide a little bit. This is your chance, Jackson, and there it is. Jackson into fifth now, gonna start chasing. Oh, an early dive! Same kind of early dive that was pulled on him by Arndt earlier this season, but Arndt shuts the door. Battle between championship rivals right now. Jackson down the inside of Arndt, giving him a taste of his own medicine here. If he can get the move. It's a beautiful move out of the 10 and the 28 coming out of nowhere. That's Carlson, your fastest driver of the race. Down the inside of Duncan, down the inside of Arndt. Says, thank you very much, Jackson. I'll take those positions gladly. And Arndt gets the short end of the stick there. Moves down to 7th. Jackson up to 4th. Needs to run. And he needs to run fast. Get as far away from the 05 as you can while he's distracted with these guys. That should be his plan right now. Get away. Oh, Arndt's championship rivals now. He doesn't just have to worry about Jackson because Windhelm and Jovic together through the pack. Now into 11th and 12th. Thompson, though, was your fastest guy in practice, 4th in qualifying. Ryan Monaco down the inside for the lead. Oh, that may have been too quick. He may have jumped the gun there. Did he? No, he didn't. Ryan Monaco gets the lead in Paris. That was a real early dive, but it worked out. First person I've seen so far that's made that early dive work into 3 and 4. He seemed pretty far back, but he got it. That's closing the 1 car. Possibly the 10. Carlson. He seems to be pretty merciful to Arndt right now. Seems to be a bond between them. But then again, Carlson has a bond with Jackson as well. Who does he work with, or is he just going to race his own race, not worry about either of them? He has a friendship with both of them, but both of them fighting for a championship. 2 spots isn't too much that Jackson's gaining on Arndt in points, but it's 6 points, and 6 points is 6 points. That's still something. He's still gaining, which is not what Arndt wants. Arndt is gaining on the rest of his championship rivals, maybe. It depends how fast Windhelm really is. Jackson, now a 2.5 seconds up on Arndt. I don't think Jackson's worried about a win anymore. He's more worried about the guy a few positions behind. But Jackson is only barely slower than Ryan Monaco. Jackson has pace if he can get a good pit stop. But that's the problem. Arndt has a better pit crew. We saw that earlier. That may come back to hurt him in the end. Jackson needs to start running. He needs to start trying to get away. And now Arndt, 1/10 cut on Jackson last time around. 1/10, not much. Jackson 2 seconds up. He may be able to keep Arndt behind him in the pits. He's just got to get in and out. No one's pitting yet. It's still Ryan Monaco. But Thompson, is he more worried about Paulson right now? Paulson has a win earlier in the international tour. Coming in Argentina at Nahuel Huapi. Trying to get his 2nd of the season. Thompson trying to get his 2nd of the season. Monaco trying to get the 1st of his career. Jackson trying to get the 1st of the season. Duncan trying to get the 1st in season 1. Carlson trying to get his 1st of the season. Arndt trying to get his 2nd, but he's moving behind now. Halleck trying to get his 3rd of the season. Windhelm trying to get his 2nd. Oh no. Oh, Arndt's got to be worried now, because now that he's in a battle with these guys, look who's closing. Another championship rival seems to be getting into the picture to pass Arndt. We're coming to 10 laps to go. 10 laps to go for Ryan Monaco here in Paris, trying to get career win number 1. Trying to finally get career win number 1. It's been 5 seasons. We mentioned it before. He's in a club. 3 people is all that's left in this club. Himself, Gerard Aron, and Laughter Stukel. The only 3 who have competed in every single season, but has never gotten a win. Ryan, retiring at season's end. And he is desperate to get this first career win before it ends. Before he hangs up his hat, he wants to know that he is an SCS winner, but he'll have to fight with Stephen Thompson. And Thompson is no pushover. Thompson technically has been around since season 1. He's been around since he was 16. Back when he drove part-time for Fitzwater Australia Racing at the Royale. He only got his first full-time seat back in season 3. But has been pretty strong. Hasn't been too strong mid-season this season, but he's turned it around in the last few races. He's had a good race the last few races. And Windhelm is through Arndt. Oh, Arndt, a 30-second lap. He's slow. And he cannot be happy with this. At one moment, he was ahead of Jackson, ahead of all of his championship rivals, and now Windhelm is through him. He's down in 9th. He's 5 spots behind Jackson now. That's 15 points that Jackson's gaining. Monaco, been so desperate for a win, but we're about to head into a pit cycle, which could be the turning point in this whole race. But Ryan had a good pit stop last time around. That could work in his favor. There he goes. Undercutting. Trying to make sure he can't undercut Jackson. He's in. Arndt, is he going to cut him off here? No. Arndt's going to try to overcut him. I don't think that's going to work. He's trying to risk it. But Jackson didn't hit the pit wall. Carlson didn't hit it this time. So Jackson is in a good position. But he's got to be in and out. 4 tires, fuel, and out of the pits. He's got to be quick. Ryan is out. It's fuel! They're not going tires! Oh my god! No one's going tires! No one wants to waste the time! No pit wall for Arndt. Arndt now. Is he just gonna focus on the 51, or is he gonna focus on trying to cut Jackson? But I doubt it. I doubt he can cut Jackson at this point. Oh! Almost hit Windhelm in the pits. But he had to get out quick. In and out of the pits. Where is the 10? There he goes! That's it. Right there. That's it. Monaco. Monaco's through. Ryan Monaco is through Thompson. We're searching for the 2 and the 34 now, if I'm correct. Yep, no chance. Was that a wreck? There's a wreck! I think there's a wreck! No! Someone just blew the motor! Jones! No! No, the one person that's out of contention. Insult to injury. Oh. That's a kick in the nuts for Jones. 3 laps to go for Ryan Monaco for his first career win. Where is Jackson trying to hunt Paulson down for 3rd? Where is Arndt battling with Carlson for 7th? Lorenzo Law gained a ton of time in the pits. Excellent job out of him and Trailblazer. Bringing home 10th right now. Great run out of Bowers in the pits. Fitzwater gained some spots. Even Roush gained some spots. Who lost time? Oh, a few people lost a good amount of time. Halleck! Issues. Oh my god, I think he's gonna do it. I think he's finally gonna do it. His last season in Sunoco Elite Series competition. He's been searching for his first career win. He got one taken away. Literally taken away from him earlier this season, and white flag is in the air for Ryan Monaco. His brother got his first career win back in the very first season, but Ryan has been searching for season after season. He's got close, he's got second places, he had a win taken away, and he'll finally do it in the last corner. 5 seasons in the making, and Ryan Monaco takes his first career win in Paris. In his last season, he'll do it. It'll be Thompson in 2nd, Paulson in 3rd, Jackson, another amazing result in 4th, Duncan in 5th, Windhelm will gain on Arndt in 6th, Arndt is in 7th, Carlson in 8th, HHSR will take home 9th with Perez, and it's Lorenzo Log for Trailblazer after an amazing last pit stop to round out your top 10. And when it mattered, in his last season, when it mattered to him the most to get this win, he finally pulls it off. And he can scratch his name off the list, and only 2 people will remain. Congratulations to Ryan Monaco, a win he has so deserved. for so long, and he can finally say that he did it. It's been a long journey for him, and what a way to end his career with finally getting that win that he's been looking for so long. Congratulations to Ryan Monaco. Let's go look at your finishing results. So it's Ryan Monaco finally picking up that first career win. Thompson will come short by a tenth of a second in second place. Paulson third, Jackson fourth, Duncan in fifth, Windhelm in sixth, Arndt in seventh. Carlson, your pole sitter, after hitting the pit wall in the first cycle, was able to keep a top 10 finish, which is good for him. Ninth goes to Perez, being the person who's earned the least amount of points in the International Tour. That's a good confidence booster for him going for the rest of the season. And a log, round out your top 10. And again, Fitzroy Australia did not have the really amazing day that they've been having in the last few races, so it's a little bit of a turnaround for them. Hopefully they're able to turn it back around. Hopefully they're able to get some good results. After starting so well, though, it looks like Monarch Motorsports had a pretty good day. It wasn't super good, but no, it wasn't really even that good. Only one top 10 finish. Finn Guy down 24th. Curtis down 35th. And Jones, a clutch issue. Your last in points, not going to make any time on anyone. Jones, not what he wants. And Full Frontal Motorsports fighting for the rank A spot with Shock Allison Racing. Shock Allison will come out on top today. But Roush Racing Enterprises looked strong today as well. A 17th and a first is still a 17th and a first. Thompson was the only Shock Allison near the front, if I'm correct, though. Jovic was 18th. That wasn't bad. And Johnson was 26th. All three are in points. Good job for them. But congratulations to Ryan Monaco. His brother gave him a hug in Victory Lane. It was a great day for the Monaco brothers. Congratulations, Ryan Monaco. Let's go look at your points position. Alright, so at the top of the boards, you got John Arndt leading the points by 81 points now. He gained on Scott Roush, but he lost to both Windhelm and Jackson, who are trying to catch up to him. But Arndt, 81 points up on the competition, trying to run away with this title. Roush in fourth. He's got some time to make up now, but he still can take it in one race. He could take the championship lead in one race's time, just through Italy. So he's still in it. Duncan, 127 points down, cannot take it. He's the first person who cannot take the championship lead after Italy. Top four can all be the leader. But right now, it just seems likely that Arndt's going to get it with his pace. Jovic loses his spot, goes down to fifth. Paulson, down to sixth. Paulson in seventh. Ryan Monaco moves all the way up to eighth. Skylar Johnson in ninth. And Caldwell running at your top 10 in points right now. Pretty much right now, I would say realistic factor. Anyone within two races of John Arndt can win this championship, which would be Arndt down to Vincent, who is 219 points down. Halleck stretching it because he's got to make up a ton of time. Rowe, Brock, Anderson, Scott, Malcher, Bowers, Irvine, Carlson, Thompson, Angel, Shepard, those kinds of people, they all will need a lot to catch up. And realistically, anyone within two races distance can do it, and those are your top 12. So keep an eye on them as time goes on. We officially have 3 people knocked out of the championship, with Jones, after his mechanical issue, sucks so much. Curtis is out of the championship, and Downey is out of the championship. Realistically, a lot of people out of this championship, but just by points only, it's just them. But a few people in danger now. You need to be, let me calculate this real quick. Need to be within 448 points. If I'm correct. That might not be, 448 points. I believe you need to be within 448 points going out of next week. I believe that's what it is. Which still means that some people are in danger who are above that mark, but because they can be knocked down below that mark. Right now, we know that 3 people are out of the title. Perez, you're still technically in it, but you got a long ways to go, buddy. A long ways to go. But congratulations to Ryan Monaco nonetheless. We look down at your constructors' points. Scott Ganassi leads it now by almost 100 points over Maverick. They had a great day today. Overall, Arndt and Pericles had great results. And Scott wasn't too far, or no, he was actually near the tail end of the field. But Maverick come home. Right now they're in second, trying to go for 2 constructor titles. But Roush Racing Enterprise is actually catching up, which is surprising. Clever Haas catching up, but they're confirmed to go rank B no matter what. Shock Allison would mean that they're in the last rank A spot. Epic Motorsports trying to fight for it, which is going to be Thundersport Racing Australia come next season. Full Frontal dropped a lot. They were only like 3 points off of rank A threshold, but now they are over 100 points behind. So big hit for Full Frontal's rank A chances, but they can do it. Fitzwater Australia not too far behind, a little under 200 points behind, and it's the same with Trailblazer to Fitzwater Australia. So a fight for rank B may ensue between at least Trailblazer and Fitzwater Australia, and maybe even Monarch. Monarch getting in this battle now. HHR and or HHSR now, and Red Stallion Racing though are whiles out of rank B. HHR could go to rank C, but Red Stallion 400 points out of Monarch. Don't think they can do it. We're almost up to 30,000 total points this season. That's incredible. We go into next week. We're going to Italy at a place called the Greyhound, which is up to regulation this time. And then we're going to head to Bermuda for the second to last race of the season, the last Super Speedway. And then we head to La Colina for the final doubleheader and the finale of Season 5 of Sunoco Elite Series. Lots of hopefuls looking for a championship. Ryan Monaco might be in that. He might be fighting for a title by the end of the year, which would be incredible in his last season to try to fight for a title. But congratulations to Ryan Monaco. Congratulations to John Arndt. Next time we are heading out to Italy for, again, the Greyhound, which you'll see what that track is soon enough. And until then, guys, ciao.